Welcome to Fireside Yoga
and Morning Mindfulness.
I'm Ruby.
I'm Remy.
I'm Niki.
And this is Luna.
We're here to bring you some morning fun through yoga and a little bit of mindfulness practice. And one thing that's really come up, I think, in our house is practicing kindness. And now that we're into, what week is this? This is like week 3 for us, or probably week 5 of being isolated in our house. And with the 4 of us in our home, you know, sometimes it's hard to always be kind to each other. We're sometimes getting in each other's way and maybe talking above each other. So we're working really hard on ways in which we can communicate, but it being in a very nice way. Can you, Ruby, how can somebody say something that they really want to make clear, but do it in a nice way?
They can ask like in a nice way, and like if they want someone to like be quiet while they're talking, they could say please.
Please, that's a great word to use, please. Let's pick a card so we can kind of have a little context to our practice today. The golden egg. Wow, that's a cool card to pick, especially right after Easter, the golden egg. So we're picking a card. Remy, do you think you can go up to the screen and show our people the picture of the golden egg, and you can hold it there to the screen so everybody can see? The golden egg is the message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within the sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. So that was kind of a perfect card to pick, considering our situation now where we're really being asked to stay inside, or actually stay maybe in a place that's not surrounded by tons of people, so we can kind of look a little deeper within. So it's a time for introspection, a time to maybe learn how to be kind if we are seeing that we're not always kind. Ruby, do you have anything to say about the golden egg? The teachings of the golden egg? So being inside right now might create a little safety for you and for your family. So it's another reason why we need to be inside. And today in Jackson, Wyoming, we have snow. It's April and we have a lot of snow outside and it's kind of cold. So it's a little bit easier to stay inside today. Though we encourage you to go outside on sunny days as long as you're protected with maybe even your bandana on. Let's do some yoga. Should we do some yoga poses? Let's begin on our backs. So why don't you come down onto your backs. Bring your feet together with your knees out to the side. So sometimes people call this butterfly posture. Feet together, knees out. And then bring your hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Close your eyes and take a moment of what the golden egg has enlightened us to, this sort of looking inward, looking at ourselves from a standpoint of the inside self. What do we see inside when we look deep with closed eyes? Do we see a nice shining bright golden light coming from the center of our heart? because yoga teaches us that there's a shining light in our heart that helps us to guide our way. Take 3 more breaths. Feel your belly with your hand, feel your chest with your hand, and the rise and fall of your breath. It's a simple practice that helps us to remain calm. And I'd like you to think for a moment of some time in your life when somebody was kind to you. Could have been your pet, could have been your parent, it could have been a friend. Take a moment and just remember that feeling of somebody being kind to you, that warmth in the golden egg of your heart. And then when you're ready, lift your arms over your head. Roll onto your side. And use your arms to rise up to a seated position. And we'll begin to take off with butterfly pose. Bring your feet together, knees to the sides. Sit up tall in your seat. Open up your chest, open up your heart. So imagine this bright golden egg right inside your chest and your heart. And you want that egg to shine out, bringing light onto others. Sending a message of kindness, of friendliness. Kindness can be as simple as just walking down the street and smiling at somebody, or saying hello. Kindness is when you do something nice for your neighbor, or when you see somebody drop something, like have you ever been to the grocery store and somebody drops a bunch of things on the floor and you go over and help them pick it up. There are so many ways that we can be kind, just by remembering people in their time of need and giving them a call. Just by passing the ball to them during a basketball game. There are so many ways that we can be kind. Let's take our legs forward. And on an inhale, lift through your arms. Straight legs. Can you straighten your legs, Remy? Exhale, forward fold. Bow to your thighs. Drop your head. Look within, a moment of introspection. Recalling a time you were kind. Can you think of a time that you were kind to someone else? Maybe somebody who was having a hard time and you saw that. And you wanted to help them. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, release your feet. Let's take a baby cradle. This is called baby cradle. So you can bring your foot into your hand, hold onto your knee, sit up tall. See if you can open up your hip. So you can rock the baby. If you want, you can take your foot into your inner arm and then hold your hands together. Sit up tall, press into the leg that's straight. Spin your toes that are on the ground towards the sky. And then release that side. Find your other side. Bring your opposite foot into your hand, your opposite knee into your hand. And then you can baby cradle. Ooh, a little upward facing dog from Luna. Sit up tall, maybe bring your foot into the crease of your arm. Go on, sweetheart. Go on, sweetheart. Go on. Go on, go on. Okay, second side. Can you think of a time you were kind to the dogs? Remy, can you think of a time? Sometimes we're not that kind to them. When they get us angry and we yell at them, that's probably not a great idea. Nobody likes being yelled at. And then release your left leg. Cross your lower legs. Roll onto your knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your toes to touch. Inhale, lift your head up and your tushy. Exhale, round your spine. Press your belly towards your spine. Do that again about 4 times. So this is a cow position. And then when you round your spine, it's like a scary cat on Halloween. And then when you drop your chest, lift your tushy, lift your head, it's a moo. 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 Meow. And then come into like a right leg behind you. Straighten it behind you. And then bring your right knee to your nose. Bring your right leg straight back. If you don't know your rights and your lefts, it doesn't matter. Just take one leg up and back and then coil that same leg toward your nose as you bend your knee. Do that again as you straighten your right leg, lift your head, take your knee forward. 2 more times, straighten your leg, take your knee forward. Last time, straighten your leg, take your knee forward and hold here. Feel how that strengthens your belly for 3 seconds, 2, and release your knee down. Come on to both knees like this. On all fours to start, bring your back leg back, your left leg, maybe this time if you were following me on sides. Take your knee to your nose. Extend your leg. And again, knee to nose. Extend your leg. Bring your knee to your nose. 2 more times. Extend your leg. Bring your knee to your nose. And then again, extend your leg. Bring your knee to your nose. And then bring your knee down. Tuck your toes under. Start to lift your knees up and come into downward facing dog pose. Drop your head completely, gaze between your feet. Take a moment in the downward facing dog to feel what a dog feels like. Ruff, 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 ruff. A dog is somebody who's very loyal, always with you, and they have that kind of love that is unconditional. They love you all the time, no matter what, and are there for you when you might be sad. I think a dog is an example of kindness. Don't you think that? So because we did a downward dog, let's come forward. You can walk your hands a little forward. This is called plank position. And then we'll lower. Bring your knees to the floor. Bend your elbows. Drop your chest all the way to the floor. Let's take upward dog since we did downward dog. Lift up your chest, lift up your chin, roll your shoulders back, and then take your seats to your heels to child's pose. Hold here in child's pose, let your forehead come onto the floor, and then come back onto all fours and make your way through downward facing dog again. The dog pose, the perfect example of kindness, the way a dog treats its owner. Total love, total kindness. Walk your feet to where your hands are and take halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Bring your hands to your chest. Take your hands down next to your sides. Let's take a sun salute. Lift up your arms. This is called a sun salutation. Exhale, up and over, forward fold. Inhale, the halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Lower into low plank. Maybe bring your knees down for that. All the way down. Find your way to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your head, gaze between your feet. Bring your feet forward to where your hands are. Halfway lift, forward fold. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands back to your heart center, that place of unconditional love, the guiding light of the golden egg in your heart. Release your hands, introspective. Lift your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Step back, lower. All the way. Up dog, lift your chin, lift your chest. Downward facing dog. Let's bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Take your back knee down and lift up through your arms. Bring your arms up. And then open up your elbows to open up your chest as you lift your chin. So you're opening your chest, opening your heart, so that when you look inside, you can see what's there in the center of your heart, what's important, how to find compassion and love and kindness. Bring your arms up. Take your hands to frame your right leg. Straighten your right leg or your front leg. If it's a left leg, that's okay too. Forward fold. Use it as a little bit of a stretch pose. Lift your head up. Bring your left leg to meet your right leg. Come forward. Take halfway lift and then fold. Let's sit in chair pose. Lift up your arms, bend your knees, open your chest. Yeah, that's it, Remy. And then forward fold pose. Halfway lift, step back to plank again. Remember the plank pose. And we'll bring our knees down and come all the way to the floor. Find your way to upward facing dog, or you can take cobra, which is a little lower, and bring it back to downward facing dog. Bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Take your right knee down. Bring up your arms. Then open up your arms wide into your chest. Let your heart rise above everything else. So like what is at the center of your heart? What's important to you? Who's important to you? Can you bring that into your sight, into your mind's eye? So that you always remember what's important. Bring your arms up. Take your hands down. Straighten your left leg. And forward fold. Take a moment to just think about the ways that people can be kind to each other. Just by talking nicely, saying please, helping others in need. And just even by listening. Bend through your left knee, bring your hands forward, take your back leg up, and bring your back foot to meet your front foot. Half lengthen, forward fold. Bend your knees into chair. Can you take twisted chair? Bring your elbow to your opposite knee. So maybe left to right. Bend your knees, bring your feet together. Good. Come back to center, beautiful. Take the opposite side. Maybe your right elbow to your left knee. Open your chest, dive deep into your seat. And release your hands toward the floor. Separate your feet about 6 inches apart or hips width. Bring your fingers to your big toes. And see if you can fold forward. Allow your head to just be heavy. Hanging from your neck, you can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no. Shaking it out. Maybe bending your knees, straightening your legs. And do that again a few times. Bend and straighten. See if you can, let's take gorilla pose. This is a neat pose. Your hands come underneath your feet. And the toes come to the creases of your wrists. And you'll just drop your head. Is that too much, Remy? All you need to do is bend your knees to modify. Then you can work towards straightening your legs. Bring the weight forward into your wrists. Lift your head up. Take your hands to the floor. Bring your feet back again. Come all the way down and come up onto your elbows for Sphinx pose. Pull your elbows back, open up your chest, lift your chin, and close your eyes and breathe. And what would it look like to you if someone was being kind to you? As you close your eyes, I want you to visualize what that would look like. Oh, you know what it looked like to me? I was thinking about that book of Piggy and Gerald. When he had his ice cream, that you wanted to share with Piggy, but she wasn't there. I think sharing your ice cream would be kind. Can you think of one, Remy? No? That's okay. Maybe the rest of the day you could think of ways you could be kind to people, or when people are kind to you. All right, let's bring our hands next to our chests. Lift up one more time in that kind up dog. And exhale back through a child's pose. Drop your forehead down. You know what pose is really fun? Dolphin. Yeah, you like dolphins, don't you, Remy? Do you remember what dolphins were about? Cooperation, right? Cooperation. Something you have to do when, I think cooperation can lead to kindness, or maybe kindness can lead to cooperation. Like if your family's cooperating. So you can be on your knees here for this dolphin pose, or if you'd like, you can lift your knees up. So it's kind of like downward dog, but you're on your elbows. Yeah, if the family is cooperating with each other, there's probably a lot of kindness around the house. Is it easy to cooperate always? Not always. It takes some work. Good job. Dolphin. Back to dolphin. Lift your knees. Look towards your thumbs. Elbows down. Yes. Stay on your elbows, Ruby Sue. Maybe you can walk. Maybe we can lift you up. Look forward, elbows down, elbows down. You have to keep your elbows down.
Wait.
Yep, now look forward toward your hands, keep your elbows down. And I'm just gonna pick one like that. Keep your elbows down. Keep your elbows down. Maybe someone's there to help you take an inversion. Let's do the inversion on the wall. I have a good idea. Let's lie flat on our backs with the feet on the wall. You wanna try that too, Remy? Let's try it this way. Flat on the back with feet up the wall. So try to move, scooch a little closer to the wall.
So that's it.
There you go, perfect. And have your arms out to the side and your tushy on the floor. Good, now stay in that position. So when we're in it, this is called an inversion. And when we're in inversion, we tend to shift our perspective a little different than normal. Normally, our blood flows from top down when we're standing up or when we're sitting up, except when we're sleeping where it's just kind of flat. Now we change the blood flow from your feet to your head, which can really help shift our perspective. So if you're having a hard day and you take an inversion, sometimes it really even shifts how you feel in your mind. Let's close our eyes. Can we come into the position that we came in at the beginning of class where your feet were together and your knees to the side? You could do that on the wall if you want. Maybe I'll move over, Remy, so you have some space. Yeah, perfect. That's it, Remy. Exactly, gorgeous. Yeah, do that diamond shape. That was wonderful. So everyone can see. Yeah. Now close your eyes and place your hand on your heart and on your chest again. And I'd like you to take a moment to remember the themes of the class today. So the themes of the class today, one was the golden egg, to look within, to be able to be a little more inward and introspective, which really goes along with the time we're in now during the coronavirus. Also the theme of kindness, thinking about times where you were kind to other people or what it looks like for someone to be kind to you. And then embodying this theme of kindness and how you are in your everyday lives with your family, with your friends, even with our pets. So close your eyes, see if you can visualize time when you were kind to somebody else and how it helped them and made them feel good and happy, joyful, and supported. When you're ready, you can come out of your final rest pose and sit up tall. We're so lucky that we get to spend this time together and explore these themes that are so important in life. And once we become more mindful and aware of these things that we're exploring here on Fireside Yoga, then we might be able to bring more joy to other people and even to ourselves in our own hearts. Thank you so much. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste.